Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. So we just had George Conway on for the first time, who also doing the Lord's work on the social media like you. He did not know who my dad was until how many minutes into the interview?
It was like 15 minutes.
I'm right in the shadow of a giant Goldwater Miller sign. Anyway, he's obviously one of the many Republicans that has been, speaking out of the dangers of Trump. We hung out with Olivia Troy last week. She was on the show, Stephanie Grisham. But I mean, boy, everyone from them to this poor worker at Arlington, scared of Trump's thugs, right? They're getting swatted. They're getting these horrible threats. The Arlington worker said she's not going to file suit because she's scared. I mean, it's when. Please tell me this reign of terror is going to be over in November, Noel.
It will be. He'll lose, and he'll continue the kind of intimidation tactics, and it'll be loud and noisy probably until inauguration, and then hopefully it'll die down. A certain element will always be with us. It'll take a generation to wash out the stink, unfortunately.
Like the clap or herpes. It will always...
Exactly. But it will go away. But the intimidation is real. And if you think about what those brave souls that lie at rest in Arlington Cemetery fought for, it was precisely against what Trump is doing, intimidating people, for doing their jobs, for political speech. Right?
Yeah.
They wanted to prevent Trump from breaking a rule, and she was scared to press charges because MAGA, his political party, would attack her personally. That's not what we do in this country.
Yeah.
We settle our differences at the voting box, at the ballot box. That's what it's all about.
I think once and for all, we are going to punch the bully in the nose in November. And I love the way this Harris campaign is running. And I have to say, I think that Trump what's his name? Vance. It's like one of the worst campaigns in history. George was retweeting Mark Caputo, who said Trump's in little danger of losing Florida. Well, I don't know about that, but his staff is in great danger of incurring his wrath if he and his Palm Beach pals don't see his ads at Mar-a-Lago. I mean, the fact that he's spending campaign money just to see nice ads about him at Mar-a-Lago tells you everything you need to know about his ego, right? And how badly this campaign's being run.
Absolutely. Everything. It's a grift. The whole base of the operations is down there in Palm Beach. I'm down there next week. I'm going to go down a bunch of times before November and report from there because I write Noel's Notes, Substack stuffs from there, and I can really fictionalize it because that's where a lot of the bad actors congregate that support Trump world. And they don't do it for patriotism. They do it to get another mega yacht, to park on the intercoastal highway in front of their mansions. That's who Trump's real constituency is the guys down there who don't want to pay their fair share, and they have no problem electing a fascist, con man so they can get out of their civic duty, essentially. And Florida's...
And I was just going to say, and I find Kamala Harris's story so compelling, too, and so much more relatable. Like she talked about they weren't able to afford their first house until she was a teenager. And so just her talking about affordable housing and her plan on that. Donald Trump's never lived a life like any normal person, right? It's the Michelle Obama thing of the affirmative action of inherited wealth, right?
Yeah, he was a millionaire at 11 months old because his dad was trying to get out of paying taxes himself, so he would park money in these trust funds that he set up for his kids. By the time Trump was 3 years old, he was a multimillionaire.
Oh, yeah. There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.